Good news for restaurant owners. The SBA is preparing to launch a new grant program designed for the food industry so that you can get the available funding and financial help to get you through this coronavirus pandemic. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Hello from Freedom Tax Accounting. We're an accounting firm where we have been providing quality tax and accounting services now over 20 years. We are recording this video on April 26th, and we always emphasize the date on the recording on any video relating to these SBA programs, because these programs like the EIDL, the PPP, the Shuttered Venue Program, and now the new Restaurant Revitalization Fund, they all have been constantly changing. So there may be things that we discussed in this video that can change as soon as tomorrow. So that's the importance of subscribing to our channel, where you're always up to date with the most current and accurate information relating to these SBA federal funding programs. Okay, so basically the SBA has announced that they are ready and they are preparing to launch pretty soon what they are calling the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. Okay, now this is the official SBA landing page for the program. Everything you need to know about this program is in this landing page, where we are going to provide a link to this page on the description of this video, so you have access to it, so you can look at it, read it over, and you have everything you need to apply for these funds in this website. The SBA has done a very good job of providing all this information right on their website. But we are going to discuss the highlights of this fund, and especially how much money are you able to get and how to apply for it. Okay, so important thing to note that at this time, April 26th, there is no way to apply for this grant yet. Okay, the SBA has said that they are preparing to launch soon. It is our guess here at Freedom Tax that this will open at some point in May 2021, but you need to start to prepare now, because they are going to ask for specific documentation to apply for this funds. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So basically, the SBA has announced this new funding program for restaurants and food service industry. Okay, you can get a lot of funding with this new program. As you can read here, basically they are providing up to $5 million in funding per physical location. And if you have a group of restaurants, okay, your group of restaurants can get up to $10 million in financial help. Okay, the good thing about this funding is that you do not have to pay back the funds as long as they are used on eligible uses no later than March 11th, 2023. The SBA does provide a list of the things you can use the funds for. Okay, and we're going to discuss them a little bit further on. Okay, but the good thing is, on this website, in this link, they give you a very detailed guide on how the program works. They also provide here in this link a sample of the application, so you can download the application so you're ready to do it, the official applications, once the program is open. Now, who can apply? Okay, so this is very important. Who can apply for this funding? It's restaurants, food stands, food trucks, food carts, caterers, bars, saloons, lounges, taverns, snack and non-alcoholic beverage bars, bakeries, brew pubs, microbreweries, wineries, inns. So basically, any business that has some kind of food and beverage service are able to apply for this funding. Now, the SBA does provide a list on how you can, if you're able to get these funds, if you have received prior financial help. Good thing is, if you have received PPP in the past, you are able to get the restaurant fund. Okay, if you are now applying for a shuttered venue operators grant program, you are not able to get the restaurant fund. If your business has received an EIDL loan in the past, you can also apply for the restaurant fund. Okay, so that's good news, because a lot of business owners and restaurants got the EIDL loan and got PPP, but you are also able to get this new restaurant fund or grant. Okay, now, how are you going to apply? Basically, there are three ways to apply. Apparently, the SBA has partnered up with a lot of point of sale service providers. So once this program is up, contact your POS system provider to check if they are accepting the applications through your POS system. Also, the SBA will provide a link and a portal on their website so you can apply for this funding through the SBA website, very similar to the EIDL loan application process. Now, once again, that link is not available yet. We feel that it is going to become available at some point in the month of May. And you can also apply over the phone with the SBA. Now, the SBA will ask for very specific documentation. Okay, they're going to make you sign a 4506T IRS transcript verification form. So they are going to make you sign the 4506T because they are going to ask for your IRS transcript to make sure that the information you are providing is up to date and correct. They are going to ask for documentation to check your gross sales. They are going to compare 2019 and they are going to compare 2020. So, tip, if you have not filed your 2020 business tax return, file them as soon as possible. Okay, so your business tax return for your restaurant, they are going to ask for 2019 and 2020. They are going to ask for your bank statements. So start getting your 2019, start getting your 2020, and also your 2021 monthly bank statements. Start getting them ready. Also, they are going to ask for financial statements such as profit and loss statements. Okay, that's what it says here. So if your accounting is not up to date, bring it up to date. Okay, make sure that you have your profit and loss, your balance sheets up to date for 19, 20, and whatever is being has been going on in 2021. Okay. Basically, also, when can you apply? Once again, that this program is still not is still not active, but we do feel that the SBA is going to start this at some point in May, and the funds are limited. So the sooner you get your application in, the higher probability that you're going to get these funds. But so you must start preparing now. At least here at Freedomtax, we have a lot of restaurants that we do their accounting for, and we are preparing our clients to get ready. So once this is open, so our clients are the first one in the program. Okay. Now the SBA has said that for the first 21 days of the program, they are only going to process applications for restaurants that are owned by women, veterans, or minorities. Okay, so for the first 21 days, the SBA is going to prioritize the restaurants that are owned by women, veterans, or socially or economically disadvantaged individuals. Okay, then from day 22 onwards, they are going to accept applications for every eligible business that applies for this funding until the funds run out. Okay, now, how much funding can you get? Okay, the SBA has said that they have three different formulas that you can use to find out how much you're going to get, and we're going to give examples of this a little bit further on. But the important thing is that the funds, you cannot use them for whatever you want. The SBA does have rules on how you can use the funds, and this is the list right here. The funds may be used for payroll, for your mortgage, for your rent, for your debt service, for utility payments, for maintenance expenses, for construction of outdoor seating, business supplies, business food and beverage expenses, covered supplier costs, business operating expenses. So these are the things you can use the funds for. Now, the SBA has said, and if you read the details of this program, that at the end of every year until 2023, the SBA will ask for financial statements to confirm how you're using the funds. So every year, the SBA will check have you been using the funds, because if you break the rules, you may have to pay the funds back. Okay, now one of the most common questions we get is, well, how much money can I get? So let's give you the SBA does provide 3 different formulas, okay? But we wanted to discuss the 2 most basic ones, okay? Basically, they're going to check your 2019 gross sales. They're going to subtract your 2020 gross sales. So if in 2020 your gross sales were higher than 19, you're no longer eligible. Now, this formula applies if your restaurant was open the complete 2019. Okay? If your restaurant was open partially in 2019, for example, let's say that your restaurant opened in October of 2019. So you need to take for your restaurant the sales for October, November, and December of 2019 and come up with your average monthly sales, and then that you multiply by 12, so you annualize your average monthly sales. Okay, so this is the formula: 2019 gross sales minus your 2020 gross sales. You also subtract the amount of PPP1 and PPP2 that you have received, and that is the amount of the grant you're going to get. If you have not received PPP1 or PPP2, then basically you don't count that into the formula, okay? So once again, the formula is 2019 gross sales minus 2020 gross sales minus the amount of PPP1 and PPP2 you have received, and that is the amount of the grant you're going to get. Now, the SBA also provides formula for restaurants that have opened in 2020, okay? But we will not discuss that in this video, okay? So let's show you an example, and we took these numbers from one of our accounting clients, basically to give you an example, all right? For example, let's say that this restaurant in 2019 had gross sales of $500,000. In 2020, it had gross sales of $300,000. It had a PPP1 of $15,000, and they got a PPP2 of $20,000. So you take 2019 minus 2020 minus PPP1 minus PPP2, and this restaurant is eligible to get $165,000 in an SBA restaurant grant. And remember, if they use the funds correctly, they do not have to pay this money back, okay? So there's a lot of funding here available, but once again, start preparing. Why? There's $28.6 billion allocated to this program, okay? The SBA will accept applications and until the funds run out. So start getting ready to be one of the first to apply, okay? Now, if you need help with this application, we will provide this as a service here at Freedom Tax. Okay, so this is our contact information. Call 407-344-1012 to schedule your initial consultation, because we will tell you, we will examine your case, tell you exactly how much you are eligible to get from this restaurant funding grant. We will tell you what documentations you are going to need to apply. So if you want us to do this application for you, start contacting us, because the sooner you get ready, then everything is you have everything ready for when the SBA opens up the door. Once again, the SBA has still not announced an exact date when this application process will start. We feel that it'll be sometime in May of 2021. So you have a short period of time right now to start getting prepared. Okay, so contact us if you need help with this application, if you need help with your bookkeeping, if you need help with your accounting, if you need help with your business taxes, if you need help with your personal taxes. We are a full service tax and accounting firm, which we can help your business and your personal tax return as well. Okay. Now remember that we are also part of Freedom Group, where we are a group of 4 companies where we also do immigration, real estate, financial planning, and insurance services. Okay. So I hope this video you have received valuable information. Like it and share it with other business owners that can take advantage of this information. Remember that we are praying for you. We are praying for your family. We are praying for your business. Let's get through this coronavirus pandemic together. So remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Have a great day.